Alright guys, Tyler here with another video, and it has been a while since I last recorded and posted anything on YouTube. I will say, I am still playing the game, I still plan on posting more videos, but I'm just taking it a bit more casual. I got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm taking a seat back on the game, which I think is healthy. That being said, I'm still playing, I'm still competing every now and then, and I'm still making bases, and pro players are still stealing my bases. I mean, like, even right now, there are some bases out there that I designed. It got stolen, and then everybody started using it, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna let the rest of this attack play out. I used 28 barbarians on this attack, which is pretty cool. But yeah, just so you know, I'm still making videos on it. It's still happening. It's just a bit slower. I have a bunch of videos in the pipeline, and yeah, today's just going to be about trapping. Also, another note, the video, or not the video, the audio in this video is going to be a little bit scuffed, but in general, the content is pretty good, and there's a lot of stuff that you can learn from it. So yeah, let's hop into it. Let's show you how to trap your opponents. All right, guys, here we go with another builder-based video. And today we're going to be talking about trapping and how to trap your opponents. So, at the highest level, the most important thing that you need to know about is trapping and how to trap your opponents. Because honestly, that's the difference at the highest level in Builder Base. Yes, you can still have really good bases, but most of the time, it's the trapping that actually makes people fail. So, the base that you're seeing on screen, I have shared before, and today I'm going to show some replays of me trapping people on top of some tutorials or instructions, some guides on how to trap. So I'm just going to show all of the traps that I have going on right now and how they stop people. So right here we have something to stop carts. A very common strategy, and honestly a good strategy, is to use like archers or barbarians to get this push trap out of the way, or at least test for traps, right? After that, you'll normally have a cannon cart move through here and 1v1 the archer tower. Now, that's okay, but we have two traps trying to stop that strategy. So if somebody goes through here and doesn't test for traps, well, they're getting pushed by the push trap. And if they try and 1v1 anyway, like let's say a barb gets pushed over here and then dies instantly to this double cannon, the cart isn't going to be able to 1v1 the archer tower because we have this mega mine here. Great tip. Here, a lot of times, or not every time, but a lot of times people will use two baby dragons, try and clear out the lava launcher, and then take some carts going through here. And yeah, we just want to stop that. I technically have the extra push traps right now. I'm not really defending against ground because honestly, the ground attacks have not been working for people. It's a good base. So I can actually put my traps elsewhere. Over here, same thing. Sometimes people will put carts over here. They don't expect push traps, and that can get somebody. And then lastly, a lot of times people will go for this Mega Tesla. Same idea with this archer tower. They'll try and use some archers to take out this giant cannon. Well, first off, this is going to reduce the amount of archers that they have. These three bombs will take out the archers, or at least one set of archers. And after that, once the cart tries to go over here to this Mega Tesla, we have a push trap, and that's gonna push them over. So, and like into danger. Hopefully in range it's close on the Mega Tesla there. I think it's in range, typically. And then obviously this archer tower. Wonder? No, not the lava launcher, but yeah. Anyway, that's the current, this is the last traps. By the way, this area, I will say, is great. This little contraption here, the next base I build will probably include this just because it's so powerful. This lowered archer tower, double cannon, hidden Tesla, and then a gold storage right next to it. Very, very strong. Technically, if you put an electrofire wizard on this gold storage, it takes it out very efficiently, but most people won't do that. Like, most people aren't skilled enough or aren't brave enough to do that. Plus it can be trapped, right? Like I could move this push trap over here and like try and stop that electrofire wizard. Anyway, this is a really good section because it's so high damage that it's very hard to get through. And then once it kills something that was supposed to take out this area, it just kind of snowballs, right? Anyway, really good. The point, all right, let me get to the freaking point. The point are these mega mines. For whatever reason, a lot of people like to use their battlecopter right through here, and that's a problem. It's been consistent. A lot of people have been doing it, and so I moved 2 bombs over here to make it so that it doesn't survive. And I'm gonna go ahead and show some replays of all these traps working. So the first one that I wanted to show was collapse here. Oh my god, I read them like a book. Oh my god, it's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So you're gonna see him do exactly the exact thing that I was trapping for. I'm just gonna speed this up, and look, it doesn't 1v1. It normally would 1v1, but because there's a bomb there, it can't. So he had to use an extra baby dragon, which he would have preferred to use elsewhere. Okay, the bombs got that first set of archers down here. I mean, this is just brutal. You'll see this. I had the push trap going the other way when I trapped him here. He panicked, and then, yeah, that thing's dead. And then look at this. We got 1 bomb going here. That gets trapped. I actually had 3 bombs there. Even if that battlecopter was a higher level, it was still super dead. Like, this guy got absolutely demolished. Sorry, collapse. It just happened to be that I got you real good there. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show some of these other defenses. Let's see, I'm just gonna choose some, actually. I'll go ahead and replay this. So this base is just good in general. You can see my defense log there. There are hardly any 200%, and that's great. That's honestly fantastic. There's gonna be another carton baby dragon attack. This is what I was talking about with the 2 baby dragons on the lava launcher. Now, unfortunately, I did not put the push trap close enough to this wall for when I did this. It was actually like a tile back. It was a tile away. They like barely avoided it. It was very annoying. So anyway, these are the traps that I'm showing on this base, but what should you do on your base, right? I'm gonna keep on showing replays, but I'm gonna talk about things that you can do on your base. So, sorry, game over. You're not beating this base. Like, there's a 200% in there, but AJ just messed up. I actually want to show this replay. We'll do this one. So this is a ground-based attack. You're gonna see him get messed up by push trap. So one thing that is really annoying is ground attacks. Ground attacks suck. If you're going against really high-level ground players, you see this giant here get pushed over, not where it was supposed to go, just completely ruin the attack. Anyway, against really good ground players, it's so annoying. But the number one thing that you could do at the high level is honestly, this is at the highest level. I only recommend doing this when you kind of know who you're going to face against, or know the type of attacks. But you can put all of your bombs, like all of these, do you see that ground bomb that just triggered? All of them could either be on air or ground, depending on your attack. Like, you really, at the high level when you're trying to get a lot of defenses, you want to kind of commit to certain attacks, right? Trapping certain attacks. Now this one, you're gonna see him. One thing about this replay, he doesn't even get 4 stars. He doesn't even get 5 stars. Like, normally, you could get 5 stars pretty easily. But here we go. I actually switched this trap. Anyway, at the high level, sometimes you really want to bait your opponents and get kind of risky with it. Where, hey, if they use an air army, I'm kind of screwed. But if all of my bombs are on ground, I can stop a ground attack probably. Sometimes you can't, and that's part of that's base building, part of that's just attackers being really good. But in general, at a high level, you want to go baity. You want to bait your opponents. Additionally, you want to change up your traps. That's another thing that people don't do enough. Like, it's kind of lazy for you to not look at your defenses and change your traps. And I'm definitely guilty of it. When I'm just playing for fun, I normally just switch my bases because I can't be bothered to actually look at the defenses and actually try and stop somebody, right? But most of the time, I haven't been competing for a while, so the higher up you go, the more likely you are to get certain opponents, right? In those cases, that's when you really get specific with your trapping. If you're lower ranked, then you kind of want to do a balance, because lower ranked people aren't going to be super good anyway. So there's no reason to like really lean heavily on one side or the other, or like really try and stop one particular attack. When if you balance out your traps, you'll probably be good. Anyway, let's see. My attacks have been okay. Other than that one, I tried using Night Witches. Oh, you know what? Let's show a Night Witch attack that I did that actually worked. Look at this. I had 2 Night Witch attacks in a row. Let's do this. Here we're using 5 Night Witches. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, hold on. I'm going to get back to this replay. But all of this is at, shoot, I'm, what, 7th in the US? Like, I've definitely been higher. Don't get me wrong. I've definitely been higher. This is just today, but still, not bad. Anyway, back to the replay. Yeah. God, I tried doing the same thing against AJ's base. It did not work. It did not work at all. Yeah, I think, honestly, the move for... Oh, sorry about that. The move... I should really just be using one Baby Dragon here. And then, like, something else. Something to replace it. I don't know, yeah. But something. Yeah, we'll get it going. Or just watch these Night Witches take some people down. Anyway, yeah. So, there's baiting. There's different times to do it. There's also different styles of bases. You'll see the bases that I'm attacking right now. The bases have been very interesting. It's actually made me kind of play a bit more. I've really been taking a huge break because the bases were just super boring to attack. It was always very similar bases, but now it's actually changing up, which is actually entertaining. So yeah, just gonna speed this up. Anyway, I've talked about bombs a lot. The next thing to talk about are push traps. Push traps, the main things you're targeting, typically, are going to be carts, giants, and bombers. Bombers don't really matter. Like, I mean, they do matter, but they're lower priority than carts and giants. So, the number one thing that you can do in those instances is you just look at your replays. So let's look at my defenses. Let's look at the replay right before collapse. I don't know when I did these traps, but okay. You'll see people try and hit the base very similarly. But every time I'm looking at a base or an attack, I'm saying, how could I stop this, right? You can see this guy's actually doing something very similar to what I've trapped for. And it's annoyingly working. This is just how it is sometimes. You can see he didn't, I think there's a bomb close to that gold storage that I don't think he hit. So I ended up moving that large bomb, right? Because it didn't get value. So we go over here. Honestly, this replay was closer than it should have been. Look at this. This lava launcher should really be messing him up, but whatever. I honestly think he got kind of lucky that he even survived that. Like, oh, honestly, really close. But you know, maybe if I put a push trap like kind of in here, maybe that stops somebody, right? And this is just something that I'm looking at right now. And it's just, you're looking at the paths of all of the different troops and seeing what they do. So in this instance, he's scouting for traps with his archers, so there's not a ton I can do. However, even if they scout for traps, you'll see this this cannon card over here. Technically, I didn't get him this time, but if I wanted to, I could have put a push trap like right there, because the archer didn't actually test for that spot. And if you were to do the exact same attack again, that would get him, right? And that's the kind of stuff that you gotta look out for. Now, the best players in the world are so good that they know how to beat a base multiple different ways. And there's a little bit of a mind game that goes on with traps in particular. So, you know, and that's only for people that are playing long sessions. They pretty much have to know how to take out a base in multiple ways. Because if they don't, the other people that are really good at the game will just trap the one approach that they know that the attacker knows works, right? So for those people, you really have to know at the highest level how to take out bases in multiple different ways. Yeah. Anyway, push drops, I'll do one more replay and then we'll call the video. I've been talking for a bit here. Let's see, a lot of good ones here. I'm not gonna, fine, I'll show the replay. I'm sure you wanna see it. This isn't, he's just messing around. I don't think this was like a legit attack, okay? Maybe it was a legit attack, but he just messed it up, who knows, okay? He was trying something, don't come at him, okay? I try stuff all the time. You saw some of my, I tried using night witches against him and it didn't work, right? Anyway, yeah. So push drops, if you're getting hit by ground troops, you want to watch where the ground troops go and then move those push traps into open spaces in your base. All right. That push drop, you can see that actually got him, and that push drop actually completely ruined him, as well as that Tesla. Like, he was not expecting things to go where they went, and yeah. Now these deckers are clumped up, which is like the worst thing that could happen. They're clumped up and they're going around the outside of the base. It's like the worst thing that can happen in an attack that uses Pekkas. Yeah. Anyway, ground attacks. By the way, oh, that's super interesting. I'm gonna pause it real quick. This is something that I discuss in my base building guide, which is linked below. Again, if you're building a base, make sure you take a look at my base building guide. Even the bases that are being built today. I made that guide like many months ago, right? When the base meta was a certain way. The base building meta was certainly not what it is now. That being said, most of the principles that I list in that base building guide still apply to the bases being built today, where you have